Dungeons & Dragons is a game about sitting down with friends to play through a story together. There's no board needed, just your imagination and a set of rules that bring the fantasy world to life. And during a game, there are pretty much just 3 steps to playing: the setup, the decision, and the result. Firstly, the Dungeon Master, the person who narrates the story, describes the immediate environment, basically where you are and what's around you. And yes, the cape is optional. I just like it. You walk into a dim room. There's an old bookcase to your left and a snoring ogre next to a door on your right. It has an immense club gripped in its hand. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You might want to sneak past the ogre and slowly open the door. But hold fast, adventurer. Before you make this decision, you might want to check your character sheet. This is where you keep track of your strengths, weaknesses, and everything else you might need to succeed as a daring explorer. Looks like you've got a high stealth skill, which means you're pretty sneaky. Maybe you'll just pull it off. Then, as the player, you discover the results of your actions. Roll that 20-sided die and find out if you succeed, fail, or land somewhere in the middle. The higher the number, the better the outcome. So, you roll that die and succeed. Then it's back to the DM to describe what happens. You carefully make your way past the huge ogre and slip inside the heavy wooden door. But you don't always need dice to get a result. What if you saw another player get through the door and you decide to run over and muscle your way through? In that case, the DM might simply tell you that the ogre snaps its eyes open and looks directly at you. It's not happy, no dice roll needed. The ogre rises to its feet.
Who dares disturb Clooney the Clobberer?
Then, the steps are repeated. It looks like a fight is going to break out, at which point you roll initiative, which decides the order the players and the monsters fight. Or maybe in this case, get beaten up. Combat works in the same way: the setup, the decision, and the result. Seeing the ogre rise to its feet, you pull back your crossbow and shoot. The roll fails. Your bolt misses, pinging off the ceiling and landing with a clatter at the ogre's feet. He laughs. It really is that simple. Sure, there are some more details you'll pick up along the way, but as long as you remember those 3 steps, the setup, the decision, and the result, you've got this covered.